Good afternoon, my fellow YouTubers. Let's see here. I noticed some comments on some of the stuff that I've put on my wall, and just to set a few people straight. You know what? Roho, Miss Gumby, Miss one that knows thinks that she knows everything about everybody. Well, guess what, honey? You don't know shit. I have the emails, and it's not illegal for me to open them up because they're on my device. Okay? I don't need a password. It's not fucking whatever you want to call it. Okay? I've already spoken to law enforcement. If it's on my device, I have every right to open it. So put that in your little crack pipe and smoke it, you little crack whore. Okay? You want to porn bomb me, you want to fucking monetize me, you want to do whatever you want. I don't give two shits. Because you want to know something? It is what it is. It is what it is. They wanted to play ball. Well, guess what? I'm playing ball. You want to stop your shit now? Because I'll prove you wrong, honey. Because I can turn them in quicker than shit. And I really don't care because it's not going to affect me. The sad thing about it is, it's going to affect those girls. Not me. And Elisa doesn't give a shit. And Andrew doesn't give a shit. For the fact is because Andrew doesn't collect food stamps, remember? Okay? It doesn't tell you that an EBT tendered, okay? It'll give you an EBT balance. So needless to say, they probably get over $400, $800, $1,000 worth of food stamps. On what? For what? For what? To buy 4 cases of Mountain Dew? But let me tell you something. If he's not on that case, on the EBT case, the food stamp case, because we're going to get things straight. If he's not on that case legally, technically they're not supposed to be buying that soda because he's not on that case. He's only being on that case as a resident of the premises, of the house. So if he's on the case, yes. But Andrew says he's only on the case as a resident of that house. So, bro, before you start running your mouth, make sure you get your facts straight. Okay? Facts. Get facts. Because you want to know something? I'm so sick and tired of you running your fucking flapjack. It's unreal. You're a pathetic. You're a pathetic fucking human being that has nothing better to do but to blah, 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 blah. That's all you do. Okay? So when you want to talk shit, make sure you have facts. Okay? You want to talk to me about it? Come on up on my panel. I don't block nobody. That's Andrew's motto. I don't block nobody. My block list is clear. I know why your block list is clear, okay? Because you don't personally block nobody. Because, Andrew, you are a straight up fucking bitch. You're a bitch. You're a disgrace to fucking human race. The way you talk to people, the way you mock people, the way you mock PG, the way you mock Haley. Come on. Do a little bit something more productive with your fucking time.
I wish he had a woman.
Okay? You wish you had a woman that looked like Haley. Okay? You wish you had a woman that looked like Act Right. You wish you had a woman that looked like SS Brown Baby. Okay? Or even A1. You know what? They're all good looking women. I'll tell them all. They're all good looking women. And I might not even physically see them on chat or on a live. But I'll tell them right now, you are all good looking women. And I'm going to tell every one of them that if you ever disrespect one of the women that I chit chat with on this, I will blow your fucking shit out of the water, Andrew. I can give two shits. You and that bat, you and that machete, what's that supposed to prove? You is a big badass when you have a weapon in your hand. Okay? But when you're by yourself, when you're a badass when you're in front of that fucking screen or in front of that camera, why don't you grow a set of balls and come outside? Come outside, my friend. Because then I'm going to show you who's fucking bad. Because let me tell you something, it's going to hurt you a lot more than it's going to hurt me. But as a matter of fact, it's going to hurt your wife a lot more than it's going to hurt me. Because you're going to be the one sipping out of a fucking straw for 6 months. You're going to be the one that can't fucking help your kids do fucking homework, which you don't do that now because you probably can't even add 2 plus 2 because you're that fuck-hearted, okay? Fuck-hearted, okay? I didn't say the R word. Fuck-hearted, okay? Okay, that's what you are. Okay, PG, you don't get PG. You want to porn bomb her all the time because she's making money. What are you doing? What are you doing? Are you jealous because that woman makes more money on YouTube than you do? That's sad. Go out and get a fucking job, you piece of shit. Okay? Every fucking woman in this chat right now probably has a fucking job, Andrew. What do? You're a stay-at-home dad. You got brainworms on there, which is Roho. And then you got that Mangy, Zombie, Zambi, whatever the fuck you want to call them. That's fucking probably Roho too, or one of your other little fucking minions. Okay? It's sad. It's sad because you think, Ro made the comment, well, that's child care provider. The parents have every right to send food to child care provider. Okay, that's fine. I agree with that. I'm not disagreeing with that at all. But not when the fucking kids are fucking 14 and 12, when they don't need a babysitter and when they can be left home alone. Okay? Stay home, Dad. You have to be there for your kids because they miss you all during the day. I don't know who the fuck would miss you anyway. I bet you when you blow your load, your sperm don't even miss you. Okay? That's how bad it is. All right? So, you want to keep on continuing this shit, buddy? We can continue it. Because I even noticed that you went over to Haley's live a little bit last night, and this and that. Listen, come on up on piano, my friend. Come on. You're supposed to be a man. You're supposed to be a man. I'm sorry, act right. I might have had my finger over the microphone. I'm just in that mood right now. I'm really in that mood right now because I found out a lot of shit. And you want to know something? Just like I said last night on Haley's live, I'm gonna get on a live with Mama Bear because there's a lot of shit that I want to try to.
He's lying through his teeth about Hunter.
I want to try to get in about the Summer Wells case because it's about it's Andrew, Elisa, Jeffy, and Jose. I want to know. My thing is I want to know what the deal is with Karen, Gordon, and Kayla, because Kayla was Jeff Fafa's girlfriend, and she was bringing 4 kids with her. Those are the 4 additional kids. Nobody else had a license. I believe Kayla might have had a license, and maybe Jose, but I can't see anybody putting any kind of rental truck in their name. So it was either in Gordon's name or Karen's name. Why weren't they questioned? Why weren't they questioned? But that's gonna be for another live. That most definitely is gonna be for another live. Listen to Janky's rumor has it last night around 2 hours, 10 minutes. Okay, I'll have to go back on there. And listen to it. Act right. Act right says, well, talk to me what you find out, for example. Okay. No, it's not. It's nothing that I found out. And personally, I would private message you or whatever the case may be. I mean, I don't care if we got to become, private message on Messenger, Facebook, whatever. I don't care. But whatever I do find out, I will definitely let you know, without a doubt. But it is. I mean, I have a lot of questions. Andrew is mocking these people because of this little girl. Why you mock? What do you got to hide? What do you have to hide? The only thing you hide, Andrew, is how filthy and disgusting your fucking house is. Okay? So let's go there again, okay? Because I remember a time when you lived over in the other house to where multiple times you've cleaned that little girl's bedroom with fucking shovels and a fucking garbage bag. Okay? That's how disgusting it was. The head lice was so bad to where when you treated that little girl's head, she screamed for a half hour because of the open sores on the top of her head. So my next question to you is this the reason why her head is shaved this time too? Because she had a bad case of head lice? Why don't you be honest with people? Why don't you show people the way I live? I have no problem turning this camera around and walking through my house. Yes, my house might be a little dirty right now because I just got home maybe a half hour ago and Tammy was out working. Tammy was at a job, okay? She does her job, Andrew. I go to meetings for my recovery. Okay. What do you go to? I'm a stay-at-home dad. That's what you say. You're a stay-at-home dad. Well, guess what? Your fucking bitch don't fucking work. So why can't she be a stay-at-home mom and you go out and get a job? Because you can't get a job. Because you can't keep a job. You had a job with UPS. You fucking quit that. Because you're a useless man. You are a useless fucking man. Okay? You've never paid fucking child support. I've been there multiple times when your wife has gotten fucking paid and actually gotten a money order out of her money. Out of her money. You understand something, buddy? Her money is not your money. It's the opposite way. It's the other way around. When there's two people in that household working, you share. But 99% of the time, and I'm going to tell you right now, if my ex-wife was sitting right here, my ex-wife would tell you, whatever money I made went into the house. Went into the house. My money was her money. I didn't look at her money being my money. Let's see. I started coming back up here in 2021, 2020, 2022. I think it was just after they came back from Tennessee because I heard about the trip when I came back up here, Act Right. And I stopped up there the one time and met Elisa at her job, gave her a ride home. And that's the first night I met Andrew and that he was getting up or getting ready to go to bed because he had to go to work. So I would say 2022, I would say.
Yeah, because we met in 2023.
But other than that, he's quit every fucking job. Quit every job. Good paying jobs too. Good paying jobs. I don't know what he did.
He only did 3 jobs.
I don't know if he did package handling or like the line work or whatever the case may be. I really didn't care. I didn't really know Andrew, just by the conversations that his wife now had and I had previously years ago. In her eyes, Andrew was a useless piece of shit. Now all of a sudden he's this whoo-hoo, he's the man. Oh boy. Andrew, does it make you feel like a man because you're a stay-at-home dad? Listen, the only time I was a stay-at-home dad is when I worked all year and I took the winter off.
You can't even shovel a pathway
I took the winter off. Okay. And I still had money put away for all my bills in the wintertime. And I still was able to go do what I wanted to do. If I wanted to go to the casino and spend $5,000, I went to the casino and spent $5,000. If I wanted to go away for a weekend, I could go for a weekend. What can you do? That's right. You can't do nothing because you don't have a pot to piss in and a window to fucking throw it out of.
You can't even shovel a pathway in front of his house.
You can't even shovel a pathway in front of your house when it's snowstorms because that's how lazy you are.
Tell him to deny it. Tell him to deny it.
Okay? You're a lazy bum. Lazy bum. Okay? Lazy bum. He spoke on people trafficking humans in UPS and Penske's during COVID. You wouldn't know this without inside info. The thing is, Act Right, I can't, you got to take everything that Andrew says with a grain of salt because 90% of the shit that he comes out with is lies anyway.
If he did it with one job.
If he worked for UPS for maybe a month, I'll give him that, maybe a month. I don't know. I can't sit here and say yes or no, it's true. But all I know is he just can't keep a job. She said, no, it was true. I looked. Oh, okay, then, yeah. I wouldn't put it past him, all due honesty. I have a couple family members that work for the United States Postal Service, and listen, they'll tell you. You'd be surprised what crazy shit goes on with UPS, FedEx, and even the United States Postal Service, honestly. Seriously. The thing is, he sits there and he degrades his son in the beginning. How he's a useless piece of shit. I don't see his son getting up on his panels anymore, on his live. You got his one other son that gets up there, which is 17 years old, which I can't mention his name. Which he's a good kid. He's a little brat, what typical kids are brats,
Hunter came right out and said that he didn't want nothing to do with it until he was 13 years old.
Hunter came right out and said how Andrew didn't want anything to do with him until he was 13 years old, so Andrew makes himself sound to be this perfect father that always took him When he was younger, I mean, I don't know. I can't verify that, so I don't know if it's true or false. Can I picture it? I can't picture. Listen, I can't picture Andrew spending any kind of quality time with his kids, to be honest with you. But yeah, I'm in a little bit of an uproar. Maybe my boxer briefs are a little bit too tight. I don't know. I'll have to have Tammy check them out later for me. But it is what it is. It's like he comes up there. He sits there and wishes death on these fucking females and the way he talks. And I want to know, how is it that he still has a live, still is able to go up on YouTube talking the way he does about females, mocking them. And then I have also witnessed and watched a YouTube video of him saying the N word and the R word with his daughter, with the one girl, B. And that's when Elisa shut him down and told him, no, that's not for this. So Andrew, let's bring that up. You want to porn bomb everybody. Listen, you tried so hard last night to porn bomb PG, and she kept on fucking getting you every time. You were very aggravated last night. Very aggravated. Your girl Ro, your Roho, what's that? Your Jersey fucking mafia, okay? She don't want to know the people that I know. All right? The people that I know will make her people look like they're fucking peons in the fucking Minion movie, okay? Don't fucking play with me, Ro. You do not ever want to see the bad side of me, because I am fucking Scottish and Indian, and you will not want to see the Scottish come out of me, because I am my grandfather through and through. I am a fucking storm to be reckoned with. I'm going to tell you that right now. So you want to sit there and you want to run your mouth about shit you have no idea about. Keep playing, because it's not going to hurt me, and it's definitely not going to hurt you. But I'll put it to you this way. It's definitely going to hurt Andrew. Okay? And not physically either. Okay? Because I don't threaten people. I make promises. Okay? That's a guarantee.
And I am going to eventually get pushed up that wall.
And I'm going to eventually get pushed up against that wall to where I'm going to have to come out fighting like a pit bull. Okay? Yes, I heard that too. I got my ins and outs. I got my ins and outs with a lot of different people. It doesn't bother me. What they say don't bother me, because they're the ones that come out with this comment that says they want facts, they want proof, they want receipts. I have emails, and Ro, it's not illegal for me to open up an email when it's on my device. Okay? She has plenty of opportunities to delete her shit off my device. Well, guess what? It is what it is. Sorry. Did you get caught? Hi, Andrew. Did you get caught? Did you think nobody was going to find out about you collecting food stamps? Aw. Too bad you may not be able to get your Mountain Dew next month. Okay? It sucks to be you. So why don't you just grow a set of balls? Huh? Grow a set of balls, Andrew. I've called you out multiple times. You don't want to come out and play with Munch. Why? Why don't you want to come out and play with Munch?
Because he wants to play with the girls online.
How's the dog rescue going? We got some information.
I know more.
That's something that Tammy's because we'll do a live about it. Like Tammy just said, we'll do a live about it. But she reached out. And the person that she reached out to is a very good, she knows her shit. I give her that. She definitely knows her shit.
In order to be under a rescue name, you have to have a 501c in order to collect donation money. If you don't have a 501c and you collect donation money, that's rescue fraud.
Yes.
And does she even have the name of her rescue? What's the name of her rescue?
Yeah.
She wants to claim she's a rescue.
Yes, and Haley, that's 774. That was the EBT balance before they actually. That was after they already spent some money. So I'm sure they're getting probably close to 1,000 a month. And they're not going to sit there and tell me that Andrew's not getting anything, because if you break it down, like I broke this down the other day, okay, let's see here. We're gonna get technical. We're gonna get technical now.
You girls got him into this shit.
Professor Munch we're gonna go through math class now, ladies and gentlemen. So we're gonna go to my calculator on my phone, and we're gonna put we'll just go with 774, okay? Divided by 4 people, okay? That's $193.50 a month. So if Andrew claims that he's not collecting food stamps. So in that case, 774 divided by 3, that would be $258 for the wifey and $58 a piece for each child. Okay? But they're getting more than 774. So needless to say, Andrew, you lying motherfucker, you're collecting food stamps. Okay? Munch was born at night, but Munch was definitely not born last night.
And the funny thing is, if he's not,
and see the thing is,
food that's illegal.
I know my father. I know where I came from. I know I came from my father's nutsack. Okay, and I sure the fuck didn't come from my father's right nutsack. I came from the left because I'm all fucked up. Okay, what's your excuse? What's your excuse? Honestly, you should have been swallowed. Okay, swallowed. Or should have been flushed down the fucking toilet, one or the other. I hate to say it like that because I normally do not talk shit about people like that, but you have pushed me to that point to where I'm gonna tear your ass up every chance I get.
We stayed out of it.
Okay. It all started because I talked to Mama Bear. Well, guess what? I don't like some of the fucking people you talk to. So is that gonna ruin our friendship? Absolutely not. Those are your friends you call friends. But you want to know something? I can call Mama Bear a friend because anytime I ask her a question, she'll give me the honest answer. Just like if she asks me, I give her the honest answer. Just like any of these females that are out on my panel right now, if they ask me a question, I will give them the honest answer I possibly can. If I don't have the answer, I'll tell you I don't have the answer, but I'll try to find you an answer. Okay? So, set your little rojo straight, okay? Because I will blow your shit up. I will blow the information up that I have about you. Okay? I will. Guaranteed, you'll be living in a fucking cardboard box by the time I'm done with you. Okay? You won't ever have to worry about black mold. You'll worry about going to the next dumpster and getting a dry piece of cardboard to where you can cover your fucking ass up and keep your ass dry. Okay? I will always have a roof over my head. Okay? And let your other bitches know. I didn't live off you guys. I didn't mooch off you guys. And Ro, just to let you know, we're going to have a spelling bee later. We're going to learn how to spell mooch. See, you spell it M-O-C-H. Now I know you're part of the fucktardo group that Andrew runs. Okay? You guys all think it's a fucking game. It's not a game. I can play games with you guys all day. I'll laugh in your face.
Shit about Haley.
Okay? You guys want to sit there and talk shit about Haley? What do you know about Haley? I don't know Haley personally, but you want to know something? I'm not gonna sit there and watch you guys all gang up on her. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Just like it would be no different with Act Right, SS Brown, A1, Mama Bear. It doesn't matter. I'm not gonna sit there and allow somebody like you to fucking have your bitches or your minions gang up on somebody, okay? You guys overtalk each other so much, I can barely understand what the fuck you guys are saying. It's ridiculous. You can restream me, you can block me, you can do whatever you got to do. I don't care. Porn bomb me all you want. Don't bother me. You want to see the real thing? I'll drive past your house with my thing hanging out the window. Andrew, come and play with me. Hello. Okay? There's no shame in my game, Andrew, and you know that. You know that. Oh, let's see. 20 in chat for talking. Yeah, she out there. Yeah, I know. They do not know anything. I refuse to let a carnival sideshow. Yeah. Oh, brainworms. I'm behind in your life. Sorry to tell you, I'm definitely not Ro. Well, doesn't matter. Brainworms, if you're not Ro, I don't give a fuck who you are, okay? Get your information straight. Really do your research, okay? You talk a lot like Ro. Are you guys related? Let me guess. She let you borrow her dentures. That's why she has no teeth in her mouth. Huh. Oh, brainworms. Haley says, you are Lips. Oh, really, Lips? You come to play with Munch? Oh, come
At
on.
least I know what's going on with her kid's tooth. She's that dumb.
I know you are friends with them, old Busta. Oh, yeah. I've seen brainworms. I've seen brainworms on Andrew's lives plenty times, even in the past. No, it's not Lips. She's been around for a long time. Oh, okay. Well, brainworms really needs to get her information straight, or his information straight. Doesn't matter. No, it's not against the law for me to open up an email, especially when it's on my device. I've already double checked with law enforcement. It is brought to their attention.
That was my first step.
And because that was my first step, just to protect myself. Just protect myself. Just like law enforcement said, that is called EBT fraud. When you have it delivered
All we have to do is bring
to
it to TSS.
Another address that the EBT benefit card is addressed to. So you have one town, and you have a town where the mama, the wifey resides, which is Johnstown, which is where I live. So I know what I'm talking about.
They told us all we have to do is
And all the officer told me to do is all I have to do is take everything that I have down to DSS,
to the fraud department.
to the fraud department, to the investigating department, okay? And show them the emails, because they can pull up the last 4 digits on that EBT card, and it goes right to her, and voila, bye-bye EBT, okay? You know, it just sucks that it has to come down to this. But guess what? You pushed and pushed and pushed and
And you can
pushed.
stop throwing up that people make money. That's what YouTube's all
Yep,
about. Like they
YouTube-
at least put the physical and mental and emotional work into this case about that little girl.
Well, the thing
And then
is,
people like Andrew got to go around and fucking be stupid.
Andrew's problem is because he's not making the money that he thinks he should be. Maybe if you did a little bit better lives
He'd actually be pretty
and
decent at it.
did it in more of a professional way, and actually did shit that made sense instead of mocking people or restreaming off of somebody else's live. I guess thing. I don't know. I'm just not that type of person. I'm definitely not going to use Mom Bear's live in back of me. I'm not going to sit. I'm not going to sit there and listen to it and pause it. Listen to it and pause it. Listen to it and pause it. Andrew, your problem is you mock. Are you a fucking bird? Are you a fucking bird? Are you hungry? Do you want me to go and buy a bag of bird food for you and toss it out on the sidewalk for you? That way you can come out and peck at the sidewalk like a fucking bird? Like, really? Come on. It's a joke. You are a fucking joke. You're pathetic. You are fucking pathetic. Now let's get on your house, okay? You sit there and you say how your house is clean. Like I said earlier, I'll walk through my house. I'll reverse the camera. I'll show everybody what my house looks like.
My living room's trash right now.
I got 6 dogs and I got 8 cats. My house ain't listen, okay, I got to vacuum my rugs. Wow. But I got dogs. Okay. My bathroom's clean. You can sit on my toilet without catching a fucking disease. Okay. That's per se. Okay. When was the last time you scrubbed your shower in your tub? Let me guess. Being that you're a house bitch or you're a stay-at-home dad.
That house should be spotless.
That bathroom is spotless, huh? What about that brand new stove? How's that brand new stove doing for you, Andrew?
Wish I had
A month. A month after you lived in that fucking house, that stove was such a fucking disgrace, I wouldn't even cook anything on it. Okay? Brand new refrigerator. Probably destroyed. Okay, probably destroyed.
Proof that that kitchen was disgusting.
Okay. Hello there, Connie. Connie, yes, booby shake. Connie, we're getting on the subject of Andrew, the way he lives, and how his house always was. Like Connie said before, she always, every time I ever did a video chat with Connie, Mama Bear, anybody, I was always in my room, cleaning it, picking up, organizing, da 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 da. But if you really notice, when Andrew does lives, he never really showed anything of his house. Okay. He always stated, oh, I got to clean the litter boxes. I got to scoop the litter boxes. No. He would wait for the girls to come home from school and say, well, you guys got to scoop the litter boxes. No, that's not a place for, that's not something that a child that young can do or should do, per se. And it's like, even now, it's still not good for them to even scoop a litter box or even smell that smell. You know, at one time you could walk in the bottom door, even before you get up to the apartment, you could open up the bottom door. And all you would smell is cat piss and cat litter. But they were okay with that. You know, I don't like being this way. You know, I like to go on here. I like to joke around. I like getting on Mama Bear's lives. I like joking around, chit-chatting with the females, chit-chatting with everybody. But they just won't stop. Why? Don't you have anything better to do in your life?
So you're going to continue to do this.
Hello, Mr. Ericon. How's things going? You know, so it is what it is. I like I said, I really don't care. They pushed me to that point, you know, and they did, you know. So now it's time for me to come out and play even harder.
Be nice.
You know, a little witch. Doesn't bother me. He says I'm still fat, but I'm losing weight. Well, that's good. You're losing weight. Keep up the good work. That's all I can say, bud. You know,
consider him fat.
Just keep on.
I don't.
I was gonna say I don't consider you fat. I don't consider you fat, Evan. That's the thing, you know. I mean, maybe big boned or something, but I don't consider you fat. You know.
He's just built.
Oh.
Yeah, I don't consider him fat at all.
I don't want to be nice, Mama Tam Tam. Yeah, I'm sure you don't want to be nice.
Oh, I thought you meant me.
No, act right. Act right says I don't want to be nice, Mama Tam Tam.
Oh.
Oh God, Connie, what today? Oh boy, here we go. I responded to Rose shit of the day. Oh shit. What Ro say now? You know, I don't know. It's a joke. It really is. You know, and I hate to keep on repeating myself because it is. You know, it never had to come down to this, you know. And like I said, it all started because I talked to Mama Bear. Okay, so would it have happened the same way if I started talking to Connie again? Or if I started talking, you know, and I never met Act Right, but if I just started a chit chat with Act Right on a live because they don't like Act Right, they would have done the same thing. Haley. Who else don't they like? You know, God only knows.
They don't like anybody that likes Mama Bear.
Yeah, they don't like any. Yeah, that's the thing. Oh boy, Nada's on here. Holy shit! Hi, Nada. No, Nada. It's just a shit show. It is. It really is. I'm to the point where I'm tired of getting.
Doing what they've been doing
I'm just tired of everybody. You know, row the ho ho. That's going to take a row down the river.
Ask them if they know that video that she just did about Twister or... I
don't know. I'm not getting into that.
Oh.
We'll do that for another live. We got many lives to do now. We're going to really blow up the YouTube channel. You know, but he just pushes, you know. I don't like the way he talks to, you know, I mean, it's not even talk to PG, but it's the mockery. He mocks people. What the fuck do you get out of mocking people? You know, do you get off by talking to yourself or talking to the computer screen or talking to the camera? Because honestly, Andrew, the only ones that are listening are your minions. Nobody else can really tolerate listening to your fucking voice. Seriously.
Say I do because I get a kick out of his reaction.
You know, I watch your lives. I'll be the first one to tell you. I love watching your lives.
With PG.
With PG. Because the reaction that comes out off your facial expressions, I can tell that every time she opens her mouth and her voice comes out, that noose that you got tied around your nuts gets tighter and tighter every time. Okay? It sucks to be you. You're not making as much money as they are.
No more brainworms?
Okay? You're not making the money that she is. You're not making, listen, listen, Andrew, you could be so good at doing your lives that you can make money, but you choose not to. Okay? Do you see White Boy? Do you see White Boy mocking people like you do? Do you see the reputation White Boy has? I like White Boy. I listen, I'll watch his lives all night. He gets to the point. He just breaks it right down. He don't give a fuck. You know? PG, you don't like PG because she spills your beans. She tells you how it is. She explains to you the way you are, and you don't like it. That's the problem. And she puts her own twist on it. My actor goes, yes, White Boy does. Have you not seen it? No, I haven't seen the parodies yet. I haven't seen it yet, Actrite. I'm gonna have to go on there and watch them then. Now that you brought that up. But you know, I like all the people that I chit chat with on here. I do. I mean, I enjoy it. I mean, I only wanted to get on this and do it for fun. You know, just for laughs and kicks and giggles and all that shit, and just get everybody in, maybe in that mood to let's have some fun. Let's pick on people, or let's talk about whatever. But in this case, it's never that way. Who's glitched? Glitch J. Hello, Glitch J.
I think I've seen it before.
Welcome to the panel. GE has a whole clip channel too. Okay. All right. Yeah. I'll have to watch them then. Mama Bear's on. Cattle King said we're at the thing Andrew is allergic to. Work. That's a good one. That's a good one, Mama Bear. Yeah, he doesn't like getting his hands dirty, but he must. But no, because he was a roof bitch. So he probably wore gloves, because I'd never really seen his hands dirty, honestly. Like I said, I was a diesel mechanic. I'm a certified mason by trade. I've done blacktopping and seal coating for over 30 years of my life. I've built houses, windows, roofs, all of it. I can't wear gloves. Wearing gloves, when it comes to shit like that, I cannot wear them. So if I come home dirty, and listen, Tammy will tell you, there's been many nights where I've come home, sealer all over me. Sealer all over me. But it's water-based, so it just comes off with soap and water. Oh, that's that magic word, Andrew. Soap and water. Do you know how to take a shower? Do you know how to use soap? Do you know how to use shampoo? Well, that's right. Your hair looks so fucking greasy and disgusting, you probably didn't wash your hair in a month. Sorry to say it, but it's probably true.
You can tell when he showers when he doesn't.
Why don't you shave that peach fuzz off your fucking chin? Okay. What are you getting, a goth look or something? What are you becoming, a goth bitch? So this is what you brought out, Andrew. Are you happy? Are you happy you brought out the evil munch? Okay. Because guess what? Regardless of what happens, I'm still sober. I'm still no alcohol. As a matter of fact, I get my second shot tomorrow at 10:45. Okay? So, and I go to my meetings. I even go to NA. I even do an all men's group. I'm working on myself. You should definitely work on yourself. Okay?
Yeah, that's all Louisa does is stay in bed.
Because all you guys do is stay in the house. We got this shower head that's like rain pouring down. Oh yeah, absolutely, Evan. Those shower heads are nice. Those shower heads are real nice. Thank you, SS Brown baby. Greatly appreciate it. It's. I thought it was going to be hard in the beginning. It really wasn't. I mean, I think it just depends on the type of environment you put yourself in. You know, there's that saying, people, places, and things. I think if you stay away from those type of people, you stay away from those places, and you stay away from those things, the sobriety life gets easier each day. Then I got myself involved in, the mental health part. I seen my counselor on that for the first time today. And that's to work out the screws, because I got a couple screws loose up there. But people bring that screw loose. They just keep on taking the screwdriver and loosening up the screws. And then I got to tighten them back up once in a while. I don't like that feeling. I like to keep all my screws in one fucking spot. But I'm working on that too. There's a lot of things that I got to work on for myself, and with me even working on them with myself, I can still do this. I don't need to, focus, hey, it's coming wintertime, yeah, I can go to work if I want to, we're good the way we are, but my work is seasonal, but I can go to Florida if I really wanted to for the winter. My cousin goes down there every winter. Miami, Fort Lauderdale, all over. Carolinas, Georgia, all over.
Out.
So if I want to go away to work in the winter,
Not yours. Out.
I can go. Unlike you, Andrew. You don't want to work.
Whatever happened to the moving country?
And another thing, Andrew. I thought you guys were moving. I thought you had a job opportunity out of state, like Missouri or Montana or wherever the fuck you were talking. What happened to Elisa's insurance job? Laying in bed, you can't sell insurance. Sorry to say it, but that's what you guys always do. You lay in bed. Beth Ann. Hello, Beth Ann. Yep. California sober is good, nada. But it does. It feels good to be sober. It feels good not to have a beer in front of me because I'm sure a couple of you, especially Connie, Mama Bear, even Evan, will tell you. I mean, shit, at this time, 10 minutes to 4 here, I'd already have a 12-pack in me, probably going on to an 18-pack, and still going. Do I miss it? No, I don't miss it. Not at all. I find other things to do with my time rather than to sit there and just get stupid with alcohol and just do stupid shit, say stupid shit. It's not, it's not fair to Tammy. It's not fair to anybody, honestly. No, throw it away. But, Andrew, on the other hand, that's like I said before, he wanted to bring up, Ro wanted to bring up the, and Lips and Dippy wanted to say that I brought everything into the house. No, that's not the case. I brought the shit into the house once. Andrew and Jeffy brought in all the other times.
We're just blowing up the light.
Did I bring in the alcohol? 98% of those beer bottles were in that back room on top of bags upon bags upon bags upon bags of just nasty, dirty, wet, cockroach infested fucking clothes that were just thrown back there because the cats would piss and shit all over them, and that's all you smell. Yes, I heard that too. Nada. Dippy has no room to talk about. Oh yeah, absolutely. And it's just like Lips sits there and says that she's been clean for how long? No, you haven't. You're on Suboxone. That is a substitute of that is the substitute of the drug that you normally would take. Okay. And I see Mr. Cyrus 27 said, "What is this about?" Well, Cyrus, welcome. Oh, okay. SS Brown, baby. Okay, I'm not saying nothing. That's on you, SS Brown. She timed them both out, 60 seconds. See, that's what I mean. Now I know why you don't block people or you don't time out people, Andrew, because you don't have to. That's what mods are for, huh?
And there's a reason, because Brown Baby wouldn't do it unless
and these girls wouldn't time you out or do whatever or block you if there wasn't a good enough reason for it. But yeah, everybody wants to know what it's about. It's a little bit random. You know, I might be blabbing off at the mouth, which I probably am. And you know, honestly, it is what it is.
We're getting everything out.
But it's time. It's just time. You know, like I said, I'm definitely gonna. You know, and even if you know, I want to do a live with Mama Bear. Maybe within the next few days, maybe within the next week, and even Act Right. She's more than welcome to get into it because I'm sure she's got a lot of information too. Because there's some questions that I have. You know, just with the people that have not even been questioned about anything to do with Summerwell's case. And it sucks because we're talking about a little girl that a lot of these fucking dumb-ass people don't have no care in the world. It's all about them. You know, Andrew is all about himself. His little minions is all about Andrew. You know, Andrew made the mistake of saying how anybody who joined the Panda crew is under the Panda protection. Panda protection. What is a Panda protection? What does it? Listen, Andrew, if I wanted to become a Panda crew, are you guys going to protect me? No, absolutely not. I protect myself. Okay. Okay. I don't know how the fuck you're going to protect them anyway. You live in New York. Half these people are fucking, you know, they're out of state. How can you protect them? What? Going on there and doing what you do best? Talk shit to people? That's all you do is talk shit because you can't back your shit up. Because let me tell you something. I've already proven that fact. I went and sat on your porch and not even spoke a word to you. You could have came out on that porch. You probably, honestly, you probably could have kicked my ass that night because I was shit-faced. Okay? I'm going to give you that. You probably could have kicked my ass that night.
I've even stepped up to you.
But you couldn't even do that. Connie, he can try to harass me with his little evil minions. His little evil minions don't mean shit to me. Because I'll put Dippy in her spot. I'll put Lips in her spot. I'm putting Ro in her spot because she don't mean shit to me.
It's kind of sad that all of them use Ro for their freaking ugly shit.
Panda bears aren't even protected. That's what Ericon said.
I hope.
No, I'm sure they are to a certain point, Evan. You know what I mean? But I don't know. The Panda crew, I mean, honestly, he can't protect himself.
Move.
You know?
Move, jackass.
And that's sad.
I got my protection right here.
Listen, hey, I got 6 dogs. I can leave my door unlocked. I can go to bed. I don't have a care in the world. Good luck getting in my house, though. Good luck. Especially with my Thor. My Thor and Grizzly. Because if Thor gets going,
Diesel, I don't know.
well, yeah, then I got the short, little, stocky, little shithead, Diesel. He's no joke either.
Short, stocky, but
he's short and stocky. He's actually put Thor on his back. He's just a solid dog. I love him to death. I love all my dogs really. They're all brats. They're all my fur babies. But just because I have 6 dogs doesn't mean I own a rescue. I'm not claiming to be a rescue. As much as I would love to be a rescue, if I can find property, I would love to have a rescue. because Tammy would be that is something that Tammy would probably thoroughly enjoy. Because she's very good with the animals. It's just, she probably has a passion for it, a Nick, whatever.
I know
but I'd have to, I'd have to do it the right way. I'm not going to sit there and say, because I have 6 dogs, hi, I'm
I
Rob.
would train them.
Hi, I'm Rob. I own a rescue.
But a rescue is also about rehabbing the dogs, making sure that they're adoptable and adopt them out.
Yes, Connie, they put her up to say a lot of stuff they too chicken to say. Yes, very true. Very true, SS Brown, baby. And that's what it is. They think Ro's the pit bull. I mean, Ro ain't no pit bull. She's a fucking overgrown chihuahua, is what she is. She thinks that's what it is. She's a pit bull trapped in a chihuahua's body. I no longer give 0 fucks about anything. Fuck it all. I am far from dumb. Please do not underestimate me. Oh, nobody underestimates you, Hallie. I don't. But I'm not going to sit back and watch people, come at you. Any one of you guys, to be honest with you. I mean, I know you all can take care of yourself, but I'm not going to sit in the background and just listen to them flapping their fucking gums, talking all kinds of shit and over talking each other and trying to degrade people. That's not how it works. That's not how it works. Multiple times I've told Andrew, Lips, Dippy, Ro, come on up on panel. I'll drop a fucking link. Come on up. You guys are all ballsy when you're doing a live, when you're restreaming somebody. You guys want to talk all this fucking shit, or you guys want to gang up on somebody when they're doing their live. Come on up. Please.
We'll make another one.
Please, come on up.
Or we'll let Mama Bear do one.
None of you scare me at all. Not at all. But I tell you what, Andrew, this one thing I can guarantee you, and I will guarantee you this is not a threat. You and I will see each other. And honestly,
you already have bail money set aside.
There's already bail money, buddy. And you know me going to jail, I don't give a fuck. That's 3 hot meals. I get TV. I get to shower whenever I want. What more can you ask for? I look at it this way, Andrew. Every time I go to jail, as much money, as long as I've worked, as much money as I've paid into taxes, I'm paying for myself to stay in jail. That's the way I look at it. Unlike you, Andrew. You sit there and you say that you've been to jail. What have you been to jail for? Huh? What have you been to jail for? Jaywalking?
My cat.
Spitting on the sidewalk? Them thinking that you're a girl, but really you're a man? Dressing up in your little costumes? Your little tutus? Huh? Doing a little spin around on a pole, light pole on a corner? Stop sign, maybe? Yield sign? I don't know. Take your pick. But it is. You're good, buddy. You just keep on pushing and pushing and pushing. And like I said, it's going to hurt you more than it's going to hurt me, because I have nothing to hide. Ro can bring up my daughter. Ro can bring up my mugshot. You want to see my mugshot? I'll fucking call the Albany County Sheriff's right now, and I'll get the fucking first time I've ever been arrested to the fucking last time I've been arrested, and I'll show everybody every fucking mugshot that I've ever had. That's how much. There's no shame in my game, Andrew. I have nothing to hide. Nothing at all. And Ro, don't worry. Don't worry, Ro. I'm sure I can get some mugshots on you. I'm sure I can go to the zoo and get a really good fucking mugshot of you. It's that fucking female chimpanzee. But actually, the female chimpanzee is better looking. That I would feel sorry for if anybody ever called a monkey like that someone like you. Because you wouldn't even be considered as a fucking monkey. Yeah, bro. You want to talk? You know, you sit there and you want to talk about my kid. You want to talk about everybody else's kids. Okay. Let's talk about your kid. What happened to your kid, bro? Huh? What happened to your kid? You know, did you help him along? You know, I mean, I know you lost a son. Did you help him along the way? Are you the one that gave him that, you know, whatever drug he chose to do or whatever he chose to do in life? Who did he learn that from? Did he learn that from you? You know, because you're that bikey bitch. Some big bad bikey bitch you are. All right, it's the weekend. Yeah, Ro thinks she's all that. Ro ain't shit. She's a pass around. She's more or less like a groupie. You know, but Ro sits there and talks shit. She sits there and talks shit to everybody. She talks shit to everybody. She talks shit about everybody. But listen, look at your own lifestyle. Look at your lifestyle. Look at the way you live. You lived in a backyard for how many months? Okay? You sit there and you tell me that you owned a house, that you had a house that was a 3-bedroom, 1-bath, and you had land. What happened to it? What happened to it? What happened to it? You want to know something? One thing I can say, I've owned 4 houses, okay? The last house that I've owned, my kid has, okay? Because I've always told my son, you'll never, ever go without a roof over your head. And he will never will, because that house is bought and paid for. That's his house. His. I worked hard to make sure my kid always has a house and a roof over his head. And whatever my daughter chooses to do in her life, that's what my daughter chooses, bro. What my daughter does it's none of your concern. Okay? She had a drug problem. She still does. She needs a lot of help. And I just can't give it to her because she's just trying to just manipulate everybody and anybody she possibly can.
And while you were in jail, she drug overdosed.
You know, and while I was in jail, she overdosed in my dining room. Okay? Because I called home that night. And when Tammy answered the phone, she was bugging out because the paramedics and the parole officer and the police department were here because they had the Narcan her. Okay? So needless to say, Ro, really get your facts straight about shit. Because it's not benefiting you in any way, shape, or form. You're pathetic, just like Andrew. So you can do all the little shorts you want, but learn how to spell mooch, okay?
It's a lot of things.
Yeah. You really need to go back to grammar school because you can't spell words shit.
Out.
Honestly.
Out.
You know, on your phone or on your computer. All right, act right. We'll get you. Don't worry. I got to figure it out. But we got you. Don't worry.
Tell her when this live is done, go into the regular comments, make a comment.
Yeah, when this live is done, go into this live and make a comment?
Yes.
And then Tammy can take care of it from there.
Oh.
Because I'm dumb when it comes to this shit. I'm lucky if I can even get on to do a live. I got to have Tammy set me up. So, Ro, you know, if you want to take a spelling lesson, you know, if you want to go back to school, let me know. I might be able to hook you up. I might be able to get you a scholarship or a grant. But supposedly, you know, all these people. You know, you talk like you go on there sometimes acting like you're fucking intelligent, and you're really not. You're really not. You know, you can't spell right. You can't complete sentences the proper way. You don't know where a period belongs and where it should end. You're just pathetic as a female, honestly. I believe if my female dog could actually write, she could probably spell better than you. Oh yeah, it's the weekend. She definitely needs a GoFundMe for fucking plastic surgery. That's a definite. But she's got to go get teeth first. I know that's pretty sad, act right. When you use your phone, you get spell check. She can't even use that because she doesn't even know how to spell that. You know, like I said, I enjoy talking. I enjoy this shit. I really do. I enjoy this shit. Now that I'm getting more and more involved, oh, I'm enjoying it. Absolutely. Stop it, guys. I'm enjoying it. I love it. I love aggravating the shit out of people, and it don't bother me because they can't aggravate me. You know, that's something else that I'm working on. Just like I said, gotta take care of myself first before I can take care of anybody else. And I'll definitely make sure that I take care of me and Tammy before I take care of anybody else. But, like I said, any question I get asked, I'll answer. If I know the answer, I'll answer it. If I don't have the answer, I'll try to find the best answer I possibly can. Connie, I don't even know. She'll probably have to get a Dremel tool to grind them down a little bit for them to fit in her mouth. And I'm sure, being that she can't spell proper, she probably can't read properly. So she's definitely fucked because she ain't going to be able to read the directions to the fucking Dremel tool to grind them down a little bit to make them fit.
We have the brand new one.
Okay. I know how to, I got a couple of them actually. Tammy got me a beautiful, brand new. I haven't even used it yet. But yeah, I just figured I'd go on here just to do a little live, just to let everybody know that, you know, Ro, I was listening to you. I heard your little shorts. I got your little messages. And just to set everybody straight, you know, it's legal. I did go to law enforcement, Andrew, Ro, and I'm good. All I got to do is bring it to the DSS investigator and voila, say bye-bye, okay? So with that being said, I'm going to get off. Like I said, I just wanted to do a short one. But I don't know. Maybe I'll do one later. Maybe we could just all chit chat about whatever. Doesn't have to be anything particular. Just average chit chat. If Mama Bear does one, I'll get on there. Haley does one, I'll get on there. But it's been a pleasure. I greatly appreciate all you guys, and act right when we're done with this. When I'm done with this live, just go on there and comment, and we will definitely give you a wrench. SS Brown, enjoy your nap, and hopefully we will all chit chat later. Until then, you guys have a good night. Enjoy your dinners and enjoy your loved ones. Love you all.